Thank you. So thank you, guys. I'm really happy that you had time to see us today, and thank you for that. So as Charlie said, I will be talking about the beginnings of the beginnings, which is requirements gathering, and what is my process of doing it. And this isn't just for Tableau, it's for anything that you have to create an output for someone else, for a third party, or you just have to create an output. So how is my process then? I divide my process in 3 parts. The first part is listening. So I like to talk, and that is very hard for me. But when I'm with my stakeholder or product owner, I try to listen what he has for me. Why does he want me there? What is the expectation that he has for me? What is kind of stopping him achieving the result that he wants? Once I just listen what he has to tell me, I go for the second stage, and that is asking. Now I want to fill the gaps that the product owner couldn't give me. And I will do certain questions as data related, or who are the product owners and or data owners, apologies. Obviously, if I'm talking with the product owner, I already know who he is. But finally, I do the understanding. With my product owner now, I have to understand what are the needs versus the wants. Because the wants normally is something to give you a short-term output, a solution for now, and not thinking on the future. The needs, sometimes we need to help people to understand that, okay, we are creating this, but you will have to take some value of it for the future. How can you take this to the next step? On the second stage, the questions that I go through normally are, who are the product owners and data owners, as we saw? Where is the data? And most importantly, do we have access to the data? Because we may have the data, but there's a lot of red tape around it. So we won't be able to use it. And who are the final users? And what is their data literacy? Because our output has to be user-friendly. We don't want to create something that people won't be using it. Then what is stopping the business really to have that output is a question of staffing, is a question because people don't have the skills to create it, or is other reasons that we have to drill down even further. It may be that it isn't just a Tableau solution, it can be other type of solutions. And how will the output be shared? Will it be shared with a server? We will use Tableau Reader. Will we use PowerPoint? So we have to know what we are creating and what for. And finally, what is the objective and the value that you want to take from it? After I do that, I create a matrix for myself, because now I want to prioritize. From all the things that they told me and all the information that I gathered, what is a must-have? What is a should-have? And what is a nice-to-have? Because the nice-to-have will be really on the bottom of my list. I won't be looking at it until I need to. And then the first line of the requirement, the overview. In this example, I have sales trend over time. That may mean one thing for me, but may mean different things for other people. It can be quite intuitive for me, but then I'll lay down as a user. So I will put as a user, I would like to see my sales over time from 2012 to 2015. If I have more data, I can then filter it. And where is that data source, where I can get that data? And who are the users? Data literacy, exec level, managerial, or analytical. Because that's the level of granularity of my output will have to be taken into account. If I do this, then I can go for requirement sign-off, because me and the person that will use that product are on the same lines. So we understand what we want, and we understand what we have to do. And the product owner will take that product as something that was customized for them. And the uptake of the product will be greater, because they feel, great, you really did this for me. And that's for me. In a nutshell, this is requirements gathering in my process in 5 minutes.